So yeah, give you an idea of the prompts I'm using. So kind of random.
Hey, that's filmmaking.
Yeah, that sucks. Oh man. Glad nobody's done that ever to my house. Of course, I'm sure it'll probably happen as this one gets older and her friends do stuff like that. You better tell your friends don't ever toilet paper my house.
I'll maybe do that.
She's gonna toilet paper her own house. Alright, so this quarter is over. I just got done with my final, so no more school for at least a couple weeks. So that's awesome. I'm kind of excited, I guess. I'm so impartial now after 10 years of going to school, actually longer than that it's just like, yay, quarter's over. Okay. I'm just ready to be done. So close to being done. So, final wasn't too bad. I think I did pretty good on it. As good as I probably did on the last one, so I should have an A in the class. I'm hoping, crossing my fingers for an A. I'd like to have an A. That way, Amy will not ground me from vlogging. So, but we'll see what happens. I mean, it is what it is. If I got an A, I got an A. If I got a B, I got a B. At this point, I just want to get done. I don't care. So, all right. On my way home, got lots to do tonight. Got video to edit. Got just lots of stuff. Lots of stuff. Alright guys, so I ran across this little trick in Apple Motion that I wanted to show you guys. I think you really like. It's basically a way to take a picture or text or pretty much anything and animate it to music. Make it take on the form, the oscillation of whatever music track you're playing. So let's do text. Text will be the easiest. So we're gonna do a little text here. We'll call it cool text, not text effect. Alright, so let's make the box perfect size there. Perfect. Alright, that'll work. That's awesome. Okay, so there we go. So we got cool text effect. Now what we're going to do is we need to take, and I've already imported an audio file, and I'm going to use the audio file that I use in my outros because it's not copyrighted since I'm the one who created it, so I can get away with using it without worrying about any type of copyright with this by playing music in my video. So taking this piece of audio, we want to attach it to this cool text effect, to this, the words on the screen, and make those words kind of dance on the screen, not just sit there. So we want to give a motion. How do we do that? That's the question. So the first thing you want to do is click on the cool text effect and go into your inspector tab. Under the inspector tab, you'll notice there's nothing that shows up under behaviors. However, under text, there is. So under text format, you've got all these different associations. So first thing I want to do is under layout, let's line this up in the center just to get it centered. There we go. All right. Now properties, what we want to do is we want to affect the scale of it. We want to make this thing get bigger and smaller, bigger and smaller, bigger and smaller. To do that, what we need to do is go click on the scale, then go control click, and this little window shows up that has all these different options to click through, from audio all the way down to wriggle. Audio is what we're going to use to basically attach an audio file to this text to be able to make it move. So you click audio, and in the behaviors pane, it opens up a brand new behavior called audio. Now let's link our audio track to the behaviors. You just drop that right in the little source audio there. So just click it, hold control, drag it over, and drop it in. When it gets in there, it actually gives you kind of a graph of the song, kind of like an EQ would have. And with that, what you want to do is I'm going to leave it, but you can, minimize some of the frequencies. If you want to limit the peaks, you can knock down the highs. You can also set it up to where it just keys on the bass, it just keys on the mid, it just keys on the treble. So, I'm going to keep it at all frequencies. You can also look at it from the standpoint of transients as opposed to just looking at it from the standpoint of amplitude. Now, I am not a music person or an audio person, so I don't know what transients are. So I'm just trying to make myself sound smart. You can smooth out the peaks, which I like to do. It kind of makes it, a little less sharp on the effect and really gives it a smooth appeal on the effect. You can add this delay. You can add scale delay. So there's all kinds of different things that you can do. So what we're going to do now is go back to our layers. Now we've got it attached. Now you see we're not at 0 down here in your timeline, and unfortunately that happens a lot. So let's back this bad boy up, and let's bring the group over because it should be right about there. It should be a little bit further back, but that's okay. Alright, so now let's move this guy right in the middle. There we go. Okay, so now what we want to do, I'm going to do a little bit more. Let's add, don't want to click that, want to click that. I'm going to add a couple filters here. Let's add a Gaussian blur. Let's get this guy blurry and make it really kind of artistic and just make it a cool text effect like the name says. Alright, and the funny part is we're actually done. Let's go ahead and render this out real quick, and that way it'll play smooth. Okay, so now we've got it all rendered out. Let's go ahead and play this bad boy. So I always grab the playhead, bring it to 0, and let's see what this did. Now hold on, let me do something different here. Let's start at the beginning, because with the little encapsulation around cool text effect, it really isn't that cool. So let me click outside of it so you just see the cool text effect. Nah, that's kind of okay. So let's add some different things to it. First off, let's go back to the end here, and that's just too small. So all you got to do to change how the effect takes place, let's make this really big at the end. So we got it really big. Actually, you know what? Let's not do that. I don't like that. I'm sorry. I digress. Let's bring that back in the center. Let's add this. Let's see here. Let's add a glow. Let's add an aura to it, and then let's add some particles. And well, what do we want to do? Let's a high birth rate and initial number. And let's see here, life randomness, and let's boost that speed up there on the particles. So now we've got all these different assets that are going to hit, and nothing's happening because our cool text effect got unchecked. So that's just something, I mean, it's, you know, really doesn't look that cool, I guess, but it's just something that you can do that's different if you want to animate some text or whatnot. We can change up, let's do this. Let's see here, behaviors. Let's take off the smoothing. Let's get it. Yeah, I'm in trouble. And, you know, we can also, let's do this. Let's start recording. We've got it here. Let's bring it all the way to the end and change the size there. And then stop recording. Go back to the beginning and let's see what it does. And now it's just going to grow as the song plays out. So just some cool little text effects that I learned the other day that I thought you guys might be interested in seeing. I know it's not as cool as it probably was in my head, but hey, figured you guys would want to see it.
Alright guys, so thanks for watching the video. I'm going to put a link down below to something I want you guys to check out. It's actually really, really cool. It's Zach King and Aaron from, I think it's VFX Bro. And they did a live show today, and I watched it, and it was really good about how to make money doing videos. How do you pay for all the, you know, the gear is not cheap. The computers, the editing software, the cameras, the lenses especially, none of this stuff is cheap. So how do you pay for it? You know, most of us work regular jobs. We don't have all kinds of extra cash laying around to be able to buy up this, you know, thousands of dollars worth of equipment. So they've got a really good video on basically how can you finance your equipment to do videos if you really want to do videos. And they got some great information in there. So I'm going to put a link to the recorded version down below. It was on Vocal, I think is what it's called. But check it out, and you know, leave some comments to those guys because they're really good guys. They do really good work. If you ever want to learn, you know, especially about Final Cut Pro, if you ever want to learn about, you know, VFX and stuff like that, Zach King and Aaron from VFX Bro, amazing work. All right, guys. Hope you guys liked the tutorial today. It wasn't as stellar as I thought it was going to be when I went into making it, but you know, it is what it is. A great video coming up this Friday. It's see what else I can give you as far as information wise. It's kind of a why my wife thinks I'm an idiot type video. Alright, make sure you guys check all the links down below in the litter box. Don't forget to click thumbs up on the video and subscribe if you're not a subscriber. We're about to hit 500 and I've got a special contest coming up. A little bit different than all the other contests, but very fun thing to do. So I'll let you know more about that here in the next probably week or so as far as what we're doing with that. But we're going to give away something probably bigger than we've given away before. So that ought to entice you. You guys like that, don't you? You love getting some big stuff. Anyway, guys, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Thanks for subscribing, thanks for watching, and thanks for being cool people. Too cheesy? Yeah, I thought so.